Hello, everybody. I have to flip my head up a little bit like that. Okay. So, hi, we're live, like we mean it. Yeah. Let me get to my place where I can do things. Hello, Larry Hughes, Jennifer Pugh, Ron Shefts, Know Your Joe, Ken Beanie Eye Brad Kennedy, John Sheffield, Ken Leshy Zarish, Ryan Ellen Chow, Poison Sumac, Heather Corey, Mrs. CB, Robert White, Hugo Cordier Lente, Splatterhouse Studios, Greg Watkins, Mr. Jimmy FXC, Pops on the Tube. Did I say Jennifer Pew Pew Pew? Did I say that? I don't know if I did. Perez Productions, Ross Richard. Hello, yes. Cup Chicago suburbs. Good. Glad you're safe from storms. Plastic Ninja. Chase Perry. J. Ralger 2002. Hello, J. Ralger 2002. Jay Ralger, is it your first time watching? Because if it is, I'm going to give you a Beastman fist bump. Even if it isn't, you already got one. Like, I didn't even wait for you to tell me. But thanks for joining us. We're going to do some small sculpting bit stuff today. Lewis McLand, Kalisha F., and Dirty Santa. And that rounds us out for what we're doing.
Art's here as well.
Who is?
Almatra Art.
Almatra Art.
Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah. Good to see you on, sir. All right, so yeah, I need to take the stream deck. I'll put the stream deck over here. You're going to be shocked to know that I haven't cleaned the shop. When I say the shop, I mean this one table. I have not cleaned because the shop is not in terrible shape. If you guys will look at it, look at. Stacy is sewing away like a demon. She's made herself a little Stacy cave with like boxes and stuff, which is
You can't see me.
right. Yeah, this is how she hides.
J. Ralger 2002 says that's because you rock, Alan.
Oh,
Daniel Cash says, hey, y'all. Joseph W. Creation says, good evening, gang. Ezekiel Bradshaw says, evening creepers.
hello, Ezekiel.
What's up, Ezekiel?
This is right there. Yeah.
Patricia Hogarty says, hi, y'all.
Hello, Patricia. That is Bella, who you see in frame right now. My girl doggo.
Ray House Font says, hello.
Hello.
Jordan Easel says, hi.
Hey, Jordan.
Kim B. Brad Kennedy says, stretches the bell.
Hooray. You know what? I've decided I only need this much space to work today. So that's how much I'm cleaning. It's amazing how that affects my decision.
Christopher Lazote says, good evening.
Good evening.
Ken Zaruch says, Bella, hey, girl. Plastic Ninja says, hey, Alan, do you know what you're going to use as the lion skull on your chimera skill?
I made one out of foam. Very similar to how I made the giant deer skull, I made a less giant lion skull. Because they didn't have a good lion skull. Or at least I didn't have one. There's a good saber-toothed cat skull out there, but I didn't think about using that until I just answered your question. So today, I've got to do a little bit of sculpting, which is always exciting. These will be some new accessories necklaces for MHC. Yes. Delicious beverage. All right. Come a little closer.
Oh, preemptive early birthday. Jordan Easel turns 21 tomorrow.
Wow. I don't know what your plans are, but I hope you celebrate responsibly.
Plastic Ninja says, been thinking about doing a similar project, so I was curious. I want to do a chimera and a manticore, so I need lion.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, you don't need a lion head for a manticore because they have the head of a large human. You need a big human skull.
Mike Jerzanowski says hello. Resurrect Pazuzu says hello, Creepy Pete's.
Woo! That's Stan.
Okay.
All right, that's plenty of little metal sculpting tools. That's what I need today.
Perez Production says, I just received my Malder mask. It was awesome watching you guys work on it. Even better seeing it in person.
Oh, hooray! I'm glad. That's awesome.
We got all sorts of good stuff going tonight. Jennifer Pugh says, I just finished my first sculpt today. Poison apple out of sculpting. I'm going to mold it and cast a bunch out of foam for my orchard cemetery.
That's great. I love that. That's so wonderful. It's muy joyous.
Plastic Ninja says, yeah, but the Lionhead version of the Manticore is cooler.
Wait a minute. All right, so it's... Hold on. Saying the lion-headed version of the manticore is cooler. A manticore is a lion's body, a man's head, and a scorpion tail. Like, that's a manticore.
Maybe they're thinking of the one from The Last Unicorn, which is like just kind of a lion.
Just a lion with a scorpion tail?
I mean, if I remember it correctly, it
That's-
does like talk and stuff.
You're getting ripped off. Like, that's not a real manticore.
John C. asks, is that a brand new table?
I don't have any brand new tables. No. No, it isn't. I don't know what you're talking about, but I assure you it's not a brand new table.
Jordan Easel says, I'm getting a mini LED crank lantern and a switchblade. Blades are arguably safer than guns. Do you agree?
No. I have cut myself by accident like 12 times, but I have never shot myself by accident.
Plastic Ninja says, a lot of artistic representation.
What? Alexa, what is a manticore?
Manticore is a now-meaning legendary monster with a man's head, horns, a lion's body, and the tail of a dragon or, sometimes, a scorpion.
Man's head. She
Fanya
knows.
says, hey, hey, hey.
Hello, Fandian.
Plastic Ninja says, it may not be proven accurate, but
I mean, like send me a picture because I have never heard of a lion-headed manticore. Like, that's a different creature altogether. You know how I hate to say that to someone, you're wrong, but okay, I say that a lot. But I've never heard of that's got to be like a new twist, right?
well, when did the last unicorn come out?
Early 80s. So yeah, really new. Like,
Jennifer Pugh says,
baby new.
I thought the switchblades were illegal, not judging the spirits. Hoyt Taunt says, hi, Alan. So glad I caught live. Been so long. Hope you're doing well. I've been crazy busy.
Hooray! I too have been crazy busy.
Plastic Ninja says, I've also cut myself with my knife and never shot myself with one of my guns.
Right. So how can you say that the knives are safer? Or yeah.
Ron Shep says, can you give my wife Dark to get Beast Man fist bump? He's live and I've never said hi from her. She watches with me. I'm a terrible husband.
What the heck? Yes. Beast Man fist bump. There you go.
For Darcy Shep. What's up?
Yes. There you go, Darcy.
Body Geek says, hello, creepers.
Hey, body geeks.
Joseph W. Creation says, that was the Disney version of the board. Michael Frey says, hello from Ohio.
Wait, when did Disney have a manticore?
Plastic Ninja says, a lot of the results on Google Images have one line.
Okay, that's people making crap up.
Patricia Hogarty says, it's a lion to tour.
Yeah, like that's a fucking man. Yeah, like take the man out of it because you're losing all the man parts.
Ah, John C. It was nice of the man to pour the apple before making a pie. Ron Shep says, thanks. She said, yay.
You are quite welcome.
Plastic Ninja says I can email you some reference photos from Google.
Yeah, send me some, because like that has to be something that like a lazy new artist did, and then it started the trend. But I'll be honest with you, like a traditional Wendigo doesn't have a deer skull head. That's like in the last 50 years. There aren't any images of it with a deer skull head before like 50 years ago.
My mom says howdy, and the dad's doing good. My dad had surgery today
Awesome.
on his prostate, and he is doing well. And hopefully gets to go home tomorrow. Hi, Mom. I love you, Dad.
Anytime someone says that they have surgery, I don't ever ask. I always jokingly say, "You finally getting that testicle reduction, huh?" I always say that. Like that's what I say.
Plastic Ninja says, which email is it again?
Stiltbeast@gmail.com. Unless you want my wife to read it, then it is stiltbeaststudios@gmail.com. If my wife reads it, she'll make sure that I respond. My brain is in such a way that if I don't see a question, then I don't always respond. Because I'm so responded to answering questions all the time. Conditioned, not responded.
Joseph W. Creation says Pixar movie Onward had an answer.
Did it have a lion's head or a man's head?
Mario says, hello, everybody. Happy midsummer. It is the solstice today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Shannon said it's first day of summer. I'm like, where have you been? It's been 90 for a while.
Patricia Hogarty says, I've been kicked out of my studio in the basement because it's flooded. I'm pouting.
Well, you weren't kicked out. You were rescued. Like, there's a difference there. No one said, you can't go in there anymore. Well, I guess maybe God did. Like, which, yeah, don't argue. Let that go. I don't care which one.
Horror Beauty says, woohoo, sculpting stops me from grocery stuff. They're grocery shopping. Poison Sumac says, just think how zombies have changed over the last 20 years or so.
Yeah. And you know what? I understand, but I'm not a fan. I don't know. I'm a monster traditionalist. Is this the good one? Yes. This one rattles, so that's the good he got.
Fondine says, I've seen some artwork that has Manticore's lion heads. World of Warcraft Manticores have lion heads as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are they doing their manticores wrong?
Joseph W. Creation says the Pixar movie has lion heads. Fondine says, with all the descriptions I've heard of him.
Yeah, that's it. That's what a manticore is. So they have made up a new critter.
Jordan Easel says, what does the skinwalker look like? I've always thought of an amorphous humanoid, but where's the skin?
Normally they look like a skeleton made from many different animal skeletons with skin stretched pretty loosely over it.
Fondine says, I never got the deer Wendigo.
Yeah, I think they just think that horns are impressive looking, or antlers are impressive looking, so they put those on there.
And it looks creepy.
Yeah, they are impressive looking, and it looks creepy. I don't like it because a deer is that's my go-to number one not predator animal. That's really not a predator. And I think a Wendigo is a predator. Scavenger.
Resurrect Costume says, anthropomorphic lion.
Okay, so it's just a lion that talks. Do they still have a cool scorpion tail or a dragon tail?
Horror Beauty asks, what's being sculpted? It's always good if it rattles.
So I have to sculpt Leslie, who does accessories, that's a long story. Leslie, who does accessories, has been after me for years to sculpt a tiny Carl. So I'm making a Carl necklace now, that a little tiny Carl that we can sell at MHC, because some people make poor choices and would like a Carl.
Enigma asks, how far should a half-mast cover? 3 ears or post ears?
How? Oh, technically it's right before the ear, but I make mine cover the ear. Look at a head from the side, draw a line right down the front half of it. And your ears are on the back half of your head.
Jennifer Pugh asks, what material are you sculpting?
This is it's an oil clay. It's a real hard oil clay. I forget the name of it. Oh, this is NS. This is NSP medium.
Jordan Weasel says, so the skinwalker is a bone golem?
No, no. It just looks like a skeleton, and then it's got the skin over it. A bone golem doesn't have any skin. But a skinwalker is going to change its shape at some point. But their natural forms look like a skeleton built out of different animal parts with a skin put over it, but it's loose and it's saggy and bloody still. So there you go.
Plastic Ninja says, technically, the traditional Persian ones sometimes weren't depicted as having scorpion tails.
Correct.
Enigma says, never thought I'd see the day that Alan has oil clay in his hands. It's the sign of the apocalypse.
It's good for small stuff, and the necklaces I normally do in oil clay. They're pretty small.
Plastic Ninja says, I just had spines on the tails of porcupine.
Yes, and many people say that they could shoot their quills off.
Yes. Misty Jazerski says, howdy y'all.
Howdy.
Horror Beauty says, a tiny you, Carl?
Yes, a tiny Carl.
Plastic Ninja says, I sent you a bunch of photos.
Okay.
Stay
And I'm
tuned,
gonna-
Car Care.
I'm going to stamp them all wrong and send them back.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, Skinwalker is a shapeshifter, more of a werewolf by weakness.
Well, a skinwalker is way more than a werewolf. It's a very different thing. It's not a werewolf. It can change its form, and it may appear like a wolf or a coyote, but it is not a werewolf.
Skin and Bones says, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Plastic Ninja says, is this our new monster debate?
I suppose. Well, no, it's not a debate. Like, I'm right. Like, this isn't. I didn't go through 10 years of monster college to not be called doctor. Yeah, no. I like, you've taken the man out of Manticore when you don't give it a human head. Like, that's so weird.
Hot Web says, are you making a monster magnet?
I'm making this is the same kind of setup that I do resin necklaces for, which we sell through Accessories. Which Accessories is over 10 years old now. You know that?
I didn't. That started out with Emerald, right?
No, it started out with me, and I sold them at shows, but then I kind of got too busy for them.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, hey, do you want to take over these? And then Emerald took them over for 4 years. And then Leslie has taken them over now from Emerald.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, I watch a lot on the Skinwalker Ranch.
I mean, we do magnets. Yeah, I haven't looked at Skinwalker Ranch. I don't know what that is. What is Skinwalker
Is it
Ranch?
like Skywalker Ranch?
I've heard of Skinwalker Ranch.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, it's a weird stuff. Plastic Ninja says, the man in Manticore is from Maneater.
I don't necessarily. I guess that's possible.
Bondine says, Skinwalker is the werewolf, and zombie is the vampire. Shapeshifters versus undead.
See, the issue that I have there is that it's so much more of a spirit. There's much more of a spiritual element in honestly, like almost a demonic element to skinwalkers that you don't traditionally have with werewolves. So.
Plastic Ninja says that's the Persian name that Manticore means Maneater.
Yeah.
The King says, I miss you guys. Sorry, I've been busy with events and playing the role of Freddy and my toxic SWAT character.
You do. That sounds very important. You do that. I don't know where you do that, but I'm glad you're doing it. I feel safer already.
Plastic Ninja says the name translates out as to eat. Station Car Care says Skinwalker Ranch is an area in Oregon, I believe. Land was cursed by one of the Indian groups against another. There's a ranch right there. The King says, thank you, Alan. It means a lot. And I'm working at Midsummer Screen this year and staff.
Oh, awesome.
Copper says, cool, dang.
Oh, it's a
Watch out, shoot you.
man. It's my man, Anita.
Lost wrenching.
So I'm just kind of laying out what a person would kind of look like.
Pull some Carl reference.
Yeah, this one I think I can do without reference. I am the reference.
Cobweb says Daryl Hall and John Oates are two of the three next one.
That's right. Now you would see. Now I got to say, well, no, that'd be a chimera. It's more than one animal. Yeah, I think you almost like to get me stirred up about monsters. I can't believe that they're just like passing off a lion head as a manticore. Okay, do you guys know the traditional way to scare off or what hurts a manticore? It's kind of weird. What hurts a manticore?
The body of a chimera is a goat.
Lion.
Lion.
Yeah. And manticore, they say, has a lion's body, but a lot of the references they're clearly talking about a tiger.
Cobweb says, oh, chimera might have cold. I guess it's cold.
You're not too far off. That's a slug, Jennifer. I saw her response.
Almantra Arts is a Skinwalker Ranch in Utah. History Channel shows the secret of Skinwalker Ranch dives into the supernatural aspects of skinwalkers. Jordan Weasel asks, do you own any Believe It or Not books?
I don't know what Believe It or Not books are.
Like the Ripley's books?
I know I don't have any Ripley's books. I realized that they weren't going to tell me anything that I wasn't willing to believe. Therefore, I was about to look for my glasses, but they're right there.
Kenzarish asks, Alan, what you sculpting?
I'm sculpting a little Carl. Carl is a character that I play, and we have chosen to make Leslie has chosen to make a necklace out of him. And we're going to sell Carl necklaces at MHC.
Station Parker says, in Utah, the Navajos speak the legend of the shaman. How to correct that? Plastic Ninja says, chimeras sometimes have goat legs in the back as well as goat head.
Yeah.
So in that case, if it had Daryl Hall and John Oates on it, would it be calling them goats?
Stacy, you're lucky I need you for comments.
says that's awesome. Splatterhouse Video says, I am Chiricahua Apache and used to live close to Navajo Res, which is where the skinwalker originated. It's a shapeshifter who primarily dabbles both, and today known as Black.
Yeah. Yeah, everything that I've heard is that they're very different from werewolves.
Alicia, I thought it was funny.
She's the one. Don't encourage her, please.
No disco. These are the jokes.
Get a refund.
Christian Ty Edwards says, oh, a tiny man.
Yes.
Mini Carl. Alicia says, girl power and humor. No. Like, let's not call that girl humor. Contribute to the generally false narrative that girls aren't funny. I'm not funny, but that doesn't mean girls writ large are not.
I've not heard that girls aren't funny.
Oh, man.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Again, I fall into the I assume everybody thinks like I do, and that's not a belief that I have, so I assume that no one thinks that.
Yeah. Trying to be a female comedian. A lot of people. I think they're gonna follow. Well, Jeff said women are hilarious. Some women are hilarious. Now, the same kind of people say women aren't funny, the same kind of people who say women aren't scary.
See, I haven't heard anybody say girls aren't scary.
Yeah, I'm sure do.
Yeah, but like in my field, like I should hear that some, right?
Well, I think people maybe know that you employ a lot of women that are employed by a woman.
I think like 80% of haunted house employees are female. So if haunts are successful, like girls are doing something right. There's definitely more women in haunting than men on the actor level. Not on the vendor level yet, and not on the owner level yet. But I think that's just the difference between small business owners. There's just more men who do it.
Station car carriers put on a beard, a red sock hat, and a pop skirt.
Yeah, well, the beard is coming, and some crazy hair.
Cloud 9 says, the only weakness I can think of for a man's core is supposedly elephants, or am I thinking of things?
Brass instruments. If you play a brass instrument or blow a brass whistle, they will flee.
Alicia says, women are definitely scary. I'm one of the scary ones. I mean, same. Ken Smallwood is local from Ohio. Body Geek says, been the odds of being forever in my favor.
I don't know what that's in reference to, but all right.
Honestly, the only people I have heard the women are scary thing from are insecure male.
Okay.
Body Geek said he was referring to women in content videos for being stable.
Oh.
Cowboy says tiny women in giant lifted pickup trucks are terrifying.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. If there is a giant white pickup truck causing problems, there's a little short lady driving it.
And Small would ask, what are you making?
I'm making a tiny sculpt of a character named Carl.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, I think the makeup aspect may give you a large advantage.
It does as far as makeup goes, yes. Okay, see, like I know exactly the tool that I want to use, but I don't know if I have that tool.
Oh, you're making like a mini thing. Oh, just a base.
Yeah, a little body. When you do a whole body, it actually takes pressure off sculpting just the face.
Ron Shep says, tiny women in general are scary. But married one.
She's right there. Yeah, what?
David Gardner says, they can attack your shins and you'll never see it coming.
Right.
Not with his ankle binders.
Well, just keep talking, taking your own life in your hands.
Jennifer Pugh says, I'm still shocked at how tall Stacey is in person. Like 5'9"? 5'8.5"?
Yeah, I stand on soapboxes when I'm on camera next to her.
Jordan Easel says, for someone with large hands, that is super delicate detail.
Well, it's not good yet, but I'm hoping it'll get there. How's it going, Stan?
Good. You got time.
Are you winning?
I am winning. We need more white paint. Can't find that white.
Hey, Stacy,
Yes, sir.
can you tell them a story or something?
Yeah. That Jennifer Pugh says, Stan socks? Sorry, guys. Stan did not make it out with his cool socks.
Yeah, Stan is the sockless.
Body Geek says, don't ask them if they need help getting the silver out of the cabinet. They'll always get some more response.
Stacy, can you
Yeah.
just come up here while
Yes.
I do that?
Sorry, I was extracting myself from the land over here.
Them dogs, though.
Them dogs, though. Where's the button? So, let's see. A good story. I just got back from my folks' place. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen a video of us jamming a little bit. I'm learning to play the drums because our current drummer has Alzheimer's, and so as we know, is not going to be a long-term thing for us to continue to have a drummer. But Oh, Change's been sourced. Huzzah. So we got to play a final one. Well, not a final, but one of our probably final sessions with him over the weekend, Father's Day weekend. And hang out with my dad a bit. Yeah, got my first session in on drums. It was very exciting. In hobbies outside of sculpting. Oh, that was a continue on with story.
Yeah.
Cool. Cowboy says, bought one of them grabber sticks for mine. She was like, what the hell? Like, I recovered it for me to pick up sticks with the yard. Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's see. Exciting MHC stuff. We're figuring out our final timeline. I'm still working on a Creepers Get Up for MHC. I'm sorry. It is one on a massive pile of things we're trying to wrangle. And yeah, I've got some new headdresses coming out. Some headbands. I'm trying to pick like a $60 price point, something a little bit more affordable, since we're going to be dealing with more actors instead of house buyers. And Mom says we sounded great. Thanks. You're my mom. You have to think we sounded great. Yeah, we're about to roll out, I guess, in a couple of days, possibly Wednesday, Wednesday or Thursday. Roll out and to
MHC?
To MHC.
Yes.
It's almost here.
Yeah. I'm flying out on Thursday. Like my kids are going off to college.
Yeah.
And I'm worried for my van.
Big Dan Tattooer says hello, people.
Hello.
Casper says, I don't know, my girls are 5'10" and 6 foot. I find them a whole lot scarier than the little reliefs. Yeah, I've been like 5'9" since it's like 6th grade, 5th grade. Good times.
Why do you think it got darker? Like, get darker.
It's just white balance correcting for them.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know how to make it not do that. Resurrect Costume says I'm leaving Wednesday morning. And remind me where you're driving in from.
Somewhere in Florida, right?
Oh, gosh. The Cowboy says I gotta give her a boost to get on the couch. Buds, you're going to be at MHC. That's exciting. It's coming in from Kissimmee. Kissimmee? 19 hours. Jennifer Hughes says now it looks like you're doing surgery.
Yeah, well, I didn't want the white balance to make it darker.
Buds says I'll sleep with a helmet on. Almantra Art says put something in frame that is dark.
Yeah, but it won't stay. Like, that's the problem.
That's awesome, Cowbuds. Are you bending or are you just attending? Resurrect Pastor says my booth is catty cornered to still piece. All right.
I don't know where mine is. I haven't even looked. Like, I know where I always like pay to go, but this show they just this show is not the norm, you know.
DQC exit. So excited for MHC. Can't wait to meet all of you.
Yeah, it'd be great to meet you.
God says just attending, vending locally in September. That's awesome.
Cool. And see, I want to have the pumpkin shirt visible, so I'm going to change the angle that his cleaver hand is on. We'll use his cleaver to hide his crotch. You're welcome.
Ron Shep says, with a sculpt that small, do you need to exaggerate the tiny details for it to be picked up by the resin?
No, not. You don't have to exaggerate the details for that. You do have to. You do have to make sure that the resin can flow from one area to another.
Shadow Jim 81 says, hi, Alan.
Howdy.
Stay tuned, Carter says, just ripped his hand off.
I prefer to call it adjustment.
Felicia F says, he needs a zombie snail as a pet.
Well, that's no. I got time to sculpt those obviously.
Body Geek says, someone just listed a stethoscope for $5. Hope that tell you that. Shadow Jim 81 says, what are you making, Alan?
Body Geeks, why do you want a stethoscope? I'm making a little Carl, a little monster guy.
A little murder guy.
Yeah, a little murder man. Here's a Carl trait. His coveralls are always unzipped, almost to the water buffalo.
Woo! Shadow Jim 81 says, cool. Cowboy says, I love you some zombie snails. Stay tuned, Carter says, it needs an armored snail to ride. That'd be better.
Ride the snail really sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah, it super does.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about that anymore.
Body Geek says to go with my doc office for next year.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like
we talked about this.
I feel like sometimes with Body Geeks, I'm like, stay on target, stay on target.
Stay on target.
Yeah, I can only put this black thing here to brighten up the screen.
Cowboy says, I bet Al could draw that up.
Yeah. You know, I actually have a lot of drawings and paintings of Carl. So.
Body Geek says, swirl. TQCX says, oh my god, little Carl Cleaver, that's awesome.
Yes, Carl Cleaver. Cleaver is his last name. He carries a cleaver, and he works here.
Big Dan Tattooers with water buffalo. Is that a code word like leprechaun chin?
Yes, it is.
Good night, Cobwebs. Gonna drive home. Body Geek says, no, if the fuel comes up or something, I'll grab it. Stay tuned, car cares. I have the urge to say Carl like Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. Coral.
Oh,
Stay on the porch, Coral.
yeah, that kid didn't listen to crap.
Christian Tyler says, I've been in and out tonight. What's being sculpted?
This is a little character named Carl Cleaver. This would be a necklace, magnet, and pin for, you know, accessories or booth. Still be studios.
I was worried about that.
Big Dan Tattooer says, your secret safe with me.
Yeah, Water Buffalo came about. I guess I was on film, and I don't remember a lot of what Carl does, but I did mention a broken zipper and that. My Water Buffalo was going to pop out.
Jennifer Pugh says, I really think you should sell them online too, because people might not be going there to see.
It's possible. Currently, he looks like Bob Marley with this hair.
Bobby Geek says, and it's going to be mindset.
And what's interesting is that I've done Carl with both really short hair and really long hair. In my brain, he just has long hair because that's what I want. You know what I mean? And he did for a long time.
Andrew Rogers says, ready for some time off again. Just had sand changed in a sand filter.
I really love it when Angie is on because she's like, I just had sand changed in my sand. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy. That's cool.
It's a cool thing, right?
I'm happy for you. It could be a cool thing. It just didn't have a lot of lead up.
Ken Zarish says, episode of Oregon Forest Fire with Carl Cleaver / Mr. Cleaver. You're playing a sharp pen and it will kill.
Oh, it'll kill. But there's a whole thing where it isn't sharp because I don't want kids to bleed all over my van.
Stone Cleaver.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also scratch and sniff cleaver if you're in line.
Andrew Rogers confirms for cool. The King says, I know you might need salt. If earlier, what exactly are you making there? You might have said it earlier. What exactly?
I'm making a little murderer. His name is Carl Cleaver.
Staging character says, it will kill. Dan McCorson says, hello, guys.
Hello, Dan.
Tina Kusiak says, so gonna need a magnet curl for the fridge.
Currently, I am backfilling my cleaver.
Andrew Rogers says, 4 12-hour days is gonna kill me.
Well, there are far less cool ways to die.
The King says, Carol Cleaver, not much better. Maybe he probably would try.
Yeah. We'll just say that.
Ken Zuri says, scratch and sniff. Is that chicken or beef? Ron Chef says, have you got your forge up and running in all your spare time?
In my massive spare time, no. Like the first day that I intended to do it, I ended up, it was pouring down rain. I'm like, well, next week. And then next week happened, and it didn't happen. You know how it is. Life happens at an alarming rate.
Stay tuned for our characters. We actually say heal to children that watch the more you know chime.
Well, that is a retroactive thing that they did. Yeah. Originally, that was not the case, but they made that up. Yes.
Jason Rivera says, hello, everyone. Hope you all have a great Father's Day and a great day today.
Hey, Jason.
Still me. Are you crazy?
Didn't hear you come in.
Andy Rogers has been storming. Big Dan Tattooer says it's dangerous to have a cleaver that close to a water buffalo.
Heck, man, just having a water buffalo is dangerous. Now, see, there's a ton of details that I wish I could work in here, but I really can't. Like, it'd be cool if I could make it have a pocket cheeseburger.
Cat Swift says, will the cleaver cause any problems with the silicone getting stuck?
No, because I backfilled under it. Stan, could you hand me a few Q-tips? Please, sir. Why, thank you. This is more than a few. It's a plethora.
Resurrected Costume says, pocket cheeseburger, sold it.
Yeah.
Tina Kusiak says, kind of random, but I'm super excited. I'm getting my hair cut and dyed for the first time ever for the con.
Cool. What color are you going to be?
Jennifer Hughes says, kind of go. Wolfman.
Wild hair is a Carl trait.
Lisa Arendt says, good evening.
Good evening.
Dan McCorson says, Alan, it takes a lot of cans of Harbor Freight undercoating to cover a painter's car. It's waterproof now.
I used 5 on mine. I didn't cover the whole tarp. I just made it, and I covered all the parts that needed it. It was 5 cans that I used.
Station Car Care, does anyone remember the monkey movie shorts on TBS? The Buffalo. The Buffalo.
I don't.
Tina Kusiak says, blue and purple with one side of my head shaved.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Are you shaving your head for the convention?
Get that side shaved. And let me tell you, from experience, the growing out of the side shave, she awkward. Worth it, but awkward. Cat Swift says, any particular reason you decided to make these now while deep in MHC prep?
Well, these are for MHC. Like, these are for MHC, so yes. The reason now is because of these. Now it's not going darker on me, which is great.
Jennifer Pugh says, I think I've only seen Carl clips with the short hair. Dan McCorson says, I did too. I used 10.
Whoa.
Sinner Spawn says, hi. Sinner Spawn. That's a good name. Body Geek says, Alan, I just sent you a list of what I have on hand.
Okay, awesome. Getting pretty close on this.
Or Beauty says, do you still do Carl Cleaver? Character name?
I do on occasion, yes. I'll probably bring him and a character named Barney to MHC.
I guess you did him last MHC as well.
Yeah, I had to do him last MHC for a bus tour thing.
Totally did that. All right.
Are you doing any of the tours this time?
I'm going on the Haunt tour on Friday. Yeah. That's why I won't be there to help you set up the booth.
Oh, that's why. Big Dan Tattooer says they're working on the foam shark head. They patterned a small sculpt and broke out the overhead projector. 3.5 feet round now.
Cool.
Station Car says look up monkey movie shorts. Have all of them on YouTube. They use those a lot in commercial spots.
Okay.
Dan of course says wish I could go to MHC. Wife says no. Tina Kusiak says I needed something wild and fun to celebrate feeling better about myself, and I got the appointment in time for the con.
Hooray.
I just took my middle kid to go get her hair dyed for the first time ever. She's got blue hair now, and she will love it.
Which one's your middle kid?
Ellen.
Okay.
Jennifer Pugh says, what do you rub it on? Alcohol?
Alcohol. Just the job for cheap Q-tips.
Cheap Q-tip.
They're like regular Q-tips, but way cheaper.
From the dust.
Right. Kind that the cotton will just fall off inside of your ear.
For like no reason.
Didn't even twist it.
That cold front come through.
Yeah.
My cold front, it's like 10 degrees cooler than it normally would be, which is it's still warm.
Right.
But because it's so cool, relatively speaking, I'm sitting in front of this air conditioner, like, going, whoa, it's actually chilly. Big Dan Tattooer says I'll be tattooing in Dallas in August. How far is that from you?
About an hour, man.
Real dang close to me in Plano.
Yeah. Let me know when you're in town. I can give you a haunt tour.
Ezekiel says I should have had a voice box and say wrong things. Ooh. Funny because it's about Rhode Island away.
Right now, he looks alarmingly like Charlton Heston as Zeus in Clash of the Titans, which isn't that far off, you know.
Fair. Oh, well, cute.
Carl does say wrong things. Like that is something that he's known.
Kind of a thing.
And Carl is a character that I decided I'm just going to make him as bad as I can, and I'm going to push him to the limit of what people find acceptable. And all that it has done, it's made me disappointed in people because of what they're willing to find acceptable. Yeah, Carl's all about free candy, getting the van jokes, and then the audience is like, ha ha ha, take my kid.
Jennifer Pugh says you could do a whole series of Carl. You could do the Santa Carl.
Yeah.
Almatra Art says this is looking really cool.
Thanks. And the reason that I haven't done this before is that I just don't think enough people know who Carl is. Like, it's not worth it. It's not a viable thing.
Dan McCorson says, are those Carl Christmas ornaments?
They could be.
Very cool. Dan McPherson says, I'll take one. Body Geek says, so Carl is a parallel dimension clown then?
Nope, not a clown at all.
Just a murder gun.
Yeah, just a person. Now, a lot of clowns have actually used Carl's material since being exposed to it, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Alicia F says, Carl the Con. Leprechaun. This is Petite Carl. Stay tuned, Car Crash says, ooh, still Beast Ornament sets. This is a whole new marketing line for us.
Again, like not enough people would be interested to make that financially viable.
It's very niche.
Yeah, way niche. Niche is Spanish for not making any money.
Maybe we'll make up a set of 100 or something away.
Hundreds a lot.
Yeah.
Again, made of resin.
Dan Corson says, sign it Carl, aka
I'm not sure it's big enough to on the back.
Big Dan Tattoos is the 20th through the 22nd at K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center.
Awesome.
K. Bailey Hutchinson. Isn't that in Fort Worth?
No.
Yeah, that's the Dallas one.
Hey, buddy. What you need?
Paul Bennett says, that looks like from Home Alone when Harry's being electrocuted, his hair went through the air.
Yes, Paul, it looks very much like that. Carl gets accused of having been electrocuted all the time.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, make like skulls and bats for starters. I'm sure someone will buy them. Well, yeah, but Ornaments already does that.
Well, and like we do accessories also, so like we already have plenty of skulls and bats that we do.
He says, oh, no. Tina QCX says, I bet you sell what you think at MHC. I suspect she'll sell as many as she can make in total. Jamie, sir. Trying to make YouTube here.
It got so dark you can't see it.
Alicia says, yes, we can have a whole Carl Krampus Fisherman Reaper Dude, a whole set. Body Geek says today is apparently National Hoe Day, June 21st. Jennifer Pugh says, Cheney demands tribute. Sinner Spawn says, how do you get great stuff not to shrink and expand weeks after it's dry?
Do it in a controlled environment where you are controlling the humidity. But I'm also not a great person to ask. I hate great stuff. I'm a Loctite foam guy all the way.
Alicia says, hey, puppers. Larry Hughes says, Alan, I won't make it to MHC this year. Can I pre-order Carl now?
We'll discuss it. It's up for discussion.
What I ought to do is have Leslie go into the group once she's got a finished one and priced, and make a post about post MHC orders. Because I suspect everything she's going to make, or is going to be able to make between now and Wednesday,
All 5.
is going to be definitely sold.
I mean, I think 10 people will buy these. You know,
Possibly underestimate the Carl fan club.
those people are sick.
That's true. They're sick people with money. So.
They're my favorites.
Jennifer Pugh says, yeah, he prefers Loctite ever since that one video.
Not the one. I just prefer Loctite. It's a better material. Since the first time I started using it.
Body Geek says, I think a whole haunt based on Carl could be pretty cool.
We've done that. We actually had a whole haunt called Carl's. That was very Five Nights at Freddy's. And I've gotten many emails now telling me about Nicolas Cage ripped off Carl's Playhouse in a movie. Wally's Wonderland, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been there.
And of course, it's this Loctite Carl doll. Jennifer Pugh says, hello, we're sick. Stay tuned, Parker. Just leave it to Cleaver haunt.
Yeah, Carl built a pizza place in order to lure children in so he could murder them. He only started murdering children because they're easier to carry to the van. Adults are heavy.
Yeah. While it was fun playing the animatronic bear, I think playing Chef was probably my favorite Carl's character.
Really?
Yeah. And I played the Floral Florist for a while as well, and that was fun. But not as fun as Chef. Chef is gross.
Yeah.
Pat Swift says, what he underestimates is the Alan Hoff fan club. And if he was Carl, folks will want it. Big Dan Tattooers say, kids, it's Santa on the bed.
That's pretty much what Carl is, especially around Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
We should get Shannon to post the Carl Christmas video.
I feel like she did in the Still Be Spotted Papers once already, but I bet she can post again. Tony says, I liked Pizza Robot number 2 most.
The Bottager. Like a manager, but there was no man in it. He was just a robot manager.
Yeah, of course, and says she did. She did post it. Tony, you were a very cute robot.
He was.
Were you the robot with the mustache? The
I think he was. I think I made him the Bottager.
Yeah, Carl in the parking lot. Yep, that's the one. I'm Santa. I'm working.
Technically, he was.
That's great. I'm working. All right. So feminist finished.
Correct.
Big Dan Tattooers says, I just saw the He-Man trailer or teaser and I'm pleasantly surprised. Can't wait to watch it now.
It looks really great. I was very happy with it.
It did look pretty cool.
Can you guys see that? That looks so dark to me.
Tony says, yeah, I got to serve the pizza boxes while we were watching the intro video. Yeah, I miss Carl. Maybe not as much as the guy that got to play.
Alex,
Yeah.
he really missed Carlos. He made it creepy.
And it was already creepy.
Yeah. You can make Carl's creepier. You have a gift. I'm pretty sure I just had the tool that I wanted. I did. Oh, it fell over here.
Stay tuned, Parker says, say, what? Dan McCorson says, I'm out. Gotta go set up tables for making guts and milk jug spells for Wednesday. Prep work.
Hooray.
Big Dan Tattooer says, it's a slight head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing almost chibi proportions.
Chibi Carl. Chibi Carl. Station Parker says, live action even?
No. No, it's a cartoon. Revelations for Netflix. I guess the nostrils taken care of. It's funny is these little guys always take me about an hour each.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, an hour to an hour and a half because they're smaller.
Yeah.
You just have to pour more detail into them.
Big Dan Tattooer says, I meant the He-Man cartoon as a slight anime.
Oh, it does.
Oh, was that a Thundar?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
By the door there.
It's okay, little girl.
You're good.
Ben, come here. I'm right here.
Splatterhouse Studio says, how do you feel about the Masters of the Universe series being primarily about Tila? I think it looks good, just not sure what they're going.
I don't care what they do. It's just more Master of the Universe stuff, please. I mean, if you tell me Beastman's not in it, I'm going to be mad.
Well, he's in the teaser.
But other than that, no, it's perfectly fine. It'd be great to hear more of her story. I think He-Man was kind of one of the most boring things in it, really.
Oh, Prince Adam.
So, yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's great. And if the whole story is about He-Man is lost and he's lost the Power Sword, well, then I don't want a whole series about Prince Adam. Like, Prince Adam is a plot device in order to get to He-Man. I don't want a whole story about Prince Adam. So who do you send on that adventure to help find the Power Sword? You send Tila because she's capable.
Ross Richard says, just type Carl Cleaver in the search box of YouTube and 2 videos pop up.
Oh, no. Don't trust nothing.
Splatterhouse Studio says, true that. I love Beastman. Station Car Care says, well, the old He-Man was anime.
Speaking of Beastman, Beastman fist bump. He was animated. There was a, I guess the one in the 90s they did, which was not well received. He-Man in space.
In space.
That's really where they went.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Terrible idea.
Big Dan Tattooer says, Beastman looks great also.
I think Carl's done. Yeah, I'm going to show him to Stacy, and I'll come over and I'll show him that camera, which is just better.
Yeah, you paint the detailing on the shirt.
Yeah, paint the shirt. Because Carl always wears a pumpkin shirt, like a jack-o'-lantern shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that is Carl.
Oh. We're gonna have to make a little sign to put on the stand that says he works here.
Yeah, okay, he works here. All right, so set that aside. I'm gonna turn this camera to Stacy while I go check with my wife on things. Stacy's gonna tell a story.
I'm gonna show you how I'm distressing scarecrow stuff. Right now, I am folding over my half of a scarecrow hem of the coat, and I am cutting it like you trim your bangs. Just to say, I'll slice up into it, carefully avoiding my hands, trying to get a uneven hem that doesn't look like just strips. Getting a kind of tattery look, leaving the bottom uneven. I'm really excited to get to do this with a laser later on, which is coming in a couple of months. Thanks, Patreon. You're not supporting us on Patreon. That's cool. Thanks for joining us here anyways. And if you are supporting us on Patreon, thank you. It bought us a laser and a nice air conditioner that's keeping it very cold in here right now. I'm looking forward to a time when I can make like some Todd McFarlane like Spawn cape edges and stuff. So then now I got kind of a cool, janky tattered edge. I'm gonna go back in and cut some little holes further up and level some of this out. Shouldn't pieces are gonna burn it with a laser. Yes, I am going to burn it with a laser, but it's gonna cut it out really nicely, and it'll keep those edges from fraying. And not that this stuff frays really at all, but I'll slice some little holes into it,
Trying to make kebabs.
and they're really good. There's pineapple in them. It's magical. Jennifer Hughes says Carl looks great. You're super talented.
Hey, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, cutting all the pattern stuff out with lasers, not just for our EVA stuff, but for our costume stuff. Oh, it's gonna level our costume game up a lot. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. I don't have to hear me complain nearly as much
That's why I bought a giant laser.
because I complain too much.
Yes. For you ones complaining.
Yes, so much complaint. Because we've already been using the small laser to cut some of our stuff, like some fur things, which is awesome, but it is a small laser, and therefore the things we can cut with it are small.
I'm doing a sculpture.
Do it.
I have time.
What you doing?
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu! Do the exact same thing. Let's see. Gonna bring your phone cam back.
When you're ready. They can watch you and watch me.
That's true.
They can watch me in darkness.
Janie is like, what are you doing? Gregory Haynes says, howdy folks, just Stacy and Alan working tonight?
Stan is in the other room pouring up paint. And my wife is in the other room watching Stan pour paint.
Helping with paint, probably.
She's learning.
Packing stuff, possibly.
Es posible.
Es posible. No es posible. Oui es posible. Oh, to rumbles. I thought it was going to storm big this afternoon. Big front,
Oh, we had a lot of wind.
big wind and big clouds and rain.
Hello, Gregory Haynes. I did that so the white balance wouldn't be as thrown off. So I'm not sculpting on something white. Okay, so let us lay down a Pazuzu base. doing right now is chipping off clay here. Get enough to make things out of. And the Pazuzu icons and relics that you see, they're always not that greatly detailed or crafted. So
So you're at what?
that's in my skill set range. Therefore, I'm using it.
You're Pazuzu in it.
Yes. Pazuzu's pedals. Yes, I have picture-in-picture. It's a little bit extra. See, I have it for a while, but only when they're on two different things do people really notice it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
Jennifer
at
Hughes says I'm dropping off. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Jennifer. Hey, wife.
Hi.
Do me a favor. Would you spin that camera towards me? You spin the whole mic stand. Stop. Perfect.
Ta-da.
You did great. Higher.
Body Heat says, oh, today is Prime Day.
White and black bottles of paint. You have some left over? Right. These are white or black bottles of paint that I can fill for you.
They're over here. Squeeze bottles. Make sure you get the black squeeze bottle and not the charcoal gray. Wave high, wife.
What?
Yep, that's black.
This is still almost completely full. Sorry, mean to interrupt. I don't have a lot of this black bottle.
Today is Prime Day. Alexa told me. Crap. Now she's listening.
Good night, Big Dan Tattooer.
Good night, Big Dan. Big Dan, the tattoo man.
Day.
So hi everybody. How about those jets?
Sports ball.
I meant the airplane.
Oh.
I'm not a sports ball talker.
I didn't realize you're an airplane talker either.
I'm not. I'll be getting on a jet Thursday.
It's true. Oh, you're back. Ready to go.
No, I don't pack until the morning I leave.
Cat Soap says, Alan, will you do anything special to the clay before pouring the silicone? If not, will the details swoosh?
No, because silicone's not heavy, and this oil-based clay is it's hard.
It's okay, baby.
Okay, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It's yours.
Gregory Hand says, I'm heading home tomorrow. I'm working in St. Croix. St. Croix? St. Croix?
Yeah,
For a week.
yeah. I don't know what he does, but he works in Puerto Rico, which I think is a lovely place.
That's awesome.
He works in St. Croix, which is a lovely place. If he has downtime to hit up the beach, then his job doesn't suck as much as some others could.
For real.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't tatter the whole cape, just bits and pieces around the edges.
Yeah, don't go crazy. Yeah, this clay is actually very firm. It's a very hard clay.
Body Geek says, spent 6 months working in St. Croix. Station car carriage says, I've seen people use baby powder for easy release. Not sure needed on that side.
You don't on You really don't. This is silicone. Silicone's really good about just not needing a ton of release. Can't see me kneading the clay and stuff. Maybe you want to see that. I don't know. Go a little higher, but right now, oh, I have to figure out this necklace bit to make it a necklace. Uh, it can't be a hole all the way through because then the silicone will catch. But it also can't be just drill it out later because the wings are going to be in the way. I think this serves my purpose.
Gregory Haynes says, I'm stopping in Exuma, Bahamas to refuel and on to Jacksonville, Florida.
This helps this assists my dolphin. Like, why is that blurry? Oh yeah, my glasses are on. Okay. And this is a Pazuzu medallion that I am doing from one image. And I'm not exactly like fighting to make it as accurate as possible because, well, it's not really a rights thing because Pazuzu as an entity was around before The Exorcist. rest of this is like noodle arms and noodle legs. Man has the silky shop blues, everybody.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know about y'all's work ethic, but you sure can take a song cue. That's enough. Turn around here.
That's enough. That'll do.
Out in my brag book.
Boss says he's not sure about her work ethic, but I can take a
Not
song cue.
not sure about my work ethic, but you can take a sound cue. Or song cue.
This is where we're at right now. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:20 p.m.
Hair, fake.
Okay, here's Nightlight.
Alexa, stop.
As this is your first time using the
Alexa, stop. That's not what I said. I said perfect in Portuguese.
Gregory Haynes is I can hear Stacy snipping in the background. Yep, that's so much snipping.
A small snipperado.
Smooth snipper. Smooth snipper.
See?
Questionable work ethic. Good song. Let the record stand. I do have good work ethic.
You have a pretty good work ethic. Yes. Yes. You take far fewer epic days than I thought you would at the beginning.
Well, good.
Just using this little tool that looks like a foot kind of to press down on the clay. And that's how I made the wrist. That's how I made it separate from an arm into a wrist. Yeah?
Very nearly to the dumb thing.
What'd you cut through almost?
My finger.
Oh, they don't do that.
Yeah, but would not have been good. Jones. Oh. We have a button for this.
You have a button for it. Can you see him?
Yes.
There's Jones. Well, we have a Jones. The Jones button. Jonesy, our shop supervisor right there, showed up to yell at us. Hello, Bart.
Come here. Like that. Yeah, everyone seems so much more relaxed than when prepping for trans world.
I don't have time to prep for MHC. Like I don't have a ton of time. We just don't. So yeah.
So it's not so much calm as it is a sense of acceptance. What we
Yeah,
have is what we
I
have.
don't have time to do it.
Well, now, come here, I love you. Like, nah. A sense of fatalism. That's what it is. Like, we've accepted that what we have is what we have.
Yeah, this isn't a show that I push all out for either. Um, the amount that I make in MHC is proportionate to the amount of things that I have left over from Transworld. So I feel that I'm accepting in that. Like I'm not losing money by
Oh, Jones. Hey, buddy. Meow, meow. I'm let me up. No, I'm not gonna
he says nay.
say it. So post MHC, post Texas honors. Start looking at some trainings maybe
What do you mean training?
for Dark
We got one scheduled in July.
Hey, very excited.
That should go up soon.
Yeah, I'm ready to be back doing the thing.
Hear you.
Bobby Verichek says, sorry to get here late. Curious of what you're making it for what?
This is for a business that this is for the booth at MHC. These are little Pazuzu medallions, little necklaces is what these will be. So Pazuzu is a little demon, popularized in the Exorcist movies. I have to get my photo reference back up.
That so says Jonesy's looking for his mama.
He is indeed. And Pazuzu's head looks a bit like a monkey. Which I'm going to do this to the size of half a pea, so I don't think you'll see a lot of monkeyness in it. But I feel ready-ish to start putting this head on.
We mold these tonight.
We'll see. I will mold these before I give them to Leslie.
Good.
Yeah, so in my booth at Trans World and MHC and anywhere I do a booth, I actually do necklaces and fun character pieces and that kind of stuff. So there you go.
The gal who's wrangling that is also a gal who makes a bunch of hats.
Yep.
And they are awesome. You should also have those.
To make an ear, I'm just going to push clay off of the face until it fans out on the side of the head.
Pazuzu. A secondary reference for him is Futurama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, professor on Futurama. An interesting relationship with Pazuzu.
That's
Sometimes Pazuzu shows up and saves them. Stuff. Not all of the time, but sometimes.
sounds very Pazuzu.
Yeah.
They will not be saving you. You all cause your own problems. Why Pazuzu just became French? I don't know. But I'm going to run with it. Yeah, sculpting in miniature is actually very hard for me. I don't enjoy it as much, and I don't think I'm as good at it. I'm not as good at it. But that's why I want to keep doing it and learning.
Bobby Barachek says this will be my first time at MHC. Excited to see everything and meet all of you. Your
That's so
dog will be a
cool.
company.
Now I need to get the brusho, the brush it off with the alcohol. Yo. This may make it pink.
We will find out. Jason Rivera says, would you have a time frame for when you started on my costume? I just want to miss you making it. I'm very excited. Which one is this?
Honestly, Zombie Buzz Lightyear.
Ooh.
So probably shortly after we get back from MHC, in all honesty. Your build and some Egyptian masks are like my bigger builds that I have left. I've knocked out quite a few things. And I got some werewolves, of course. But yeah, the Buzz and the Egyptian stuff is going to be heavy on my radar. And I'm going to put Stacy and Rue on a couple of things that don't have to be Alan per se.
Hashtag not. Also hashtag not right. Resurrection Costume says, I feel so scattered for MHC as compared to Transworld.
Well, yeah, it's a different animal, you know.
Jason Rivera says, yes.
MHC is it's really good to stay in the public eye, like small business. I think it's really good to do MHC. It's the second biggest show that there is out there. Transworld, of course, being the biggest.
I just realized that might be gross. I'm eating cantaloupe right,
Under the
right under the
microphone.
microphone.
What's that slurping noise?
Sorry, it's cantaloupe. I'm trying to slurp quietly.
Slurp quietly amongst yourself. Does the statue of Pazuzu have horns?
No,
Can you look it up on your phone?
I can't. No. He does have a ridiculously big shenanigans, though.
Monkey head?
Water buffalo.
Oh, yeah, I'm not putting the water buffalo on there. That's for sure. You can't even show that picture on YouTube.
I cannot.
Yeah. Show me another one. Maybe there's a wangless version.
No wangless version.
Yeah. Can I see the wangless version of Pazuzu, please? Nope, all of them? They
No.
all,
This one has a snake instead.
man. Surprise. Snake wing.
Surprise!
Mm. Yeah, like that's not in my reference right now, so I'm going to go with my reference.
Yes, but no horns.
Okay. Well, you've decided.
Ooh, yeah, no.
All snake wing all the time, huh?
Oh, well, some of them is snake wing and some of them is snake and wing.
Some, unsolicited
This one is
dermatology pictures.
diminutive, but still wing.
Oh, yeah. It was cold out for that.
Yeah. But no horns. Except for that one.
Either one-eyed. One
One-eyed big wing that's flying from the window.
Okay, so I love that we both saw the same images, and what I got was, oh my God, Viper, and you got Big Wang. Like that's what we both took away from those pictures. I'm like, it's a snake, Stacy. It's a snake.
I mean, there was a snake there for sure, but also. Ken Zaree says, "Don't give him a slushie." I don't know what that means.
Maybe don't read it aloud.
I mean, I'm not going to look up what it means, but.
Yeah, if you want to know what something means, don't look it up in Urban Dictionary.
No.
They say that God made us in his own image. Well, I accidentally sculpted Pazuzu with a pot belly. So there you go. That's what I get. This demon is rolling around out there to be mad at me. He forgot my wing. He made me fat.
Oh.
I have a monkey head. He's got a monkey head.
We are perfect.
And I want like a stiff brush to do the stabby. Give it some texture.
Oh.
When your brush bristles are too soft, you can cut the bristles in half and they'll be twice as firm. Okay? I'm just sort of staberating him so that he has some texture, which will pick up paint when we do a heat paint job on this. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:40 p.m.
White and brown tonight.
We've been hitting that. I don't know how many we have.
What was it on? 43.
Okay.
Everybody's busy working on their own stuff.
Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. Like I did okay by my reference. I like saying that. I see some things I want to change.
Oh, good work. Ken Zarish says, good night, fam. Gotta go. Love the pearl pendant.
Good night. Okay, so I'm going to go to phone cam
Oh, hey.
because that's a good like room cam right now. Is that hot glue gun over there on?
Yes.
Perfect. Cycle. Alexa, countdown, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Gregory Haynes says, good night, all. Getting up early in the morning. Nice to see the new stuff.
Thanks, Gregory. Good night. I'm thinking, like, what's my appointment that I have for tomorrow? Oh, yeah, new tires.
New tires. Yay. Dark Hour Management. Non-skid.
Big pimpin'
Big pencil.
from the DHV. Dark Hour Man.
To MHC. Hey.
Boom shakalaka. And I will be standing for a while, so let's adjust this up a little bit.
Almacher Arts, has you ever thought of doing a full-size mask made up of all little sculpts like the ones tonight?
I've actually done something similar. I did a whole face of faces. I also made a cool mask out of Barbie doll heads. That was one of my favorites. Yeah, I've done stuff like that. I enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
Here comes the rain.
Here comes the rain again, down on my head like a memory. Is it raining with you? Talk to trees.
Like another.
Talk to trees. Make the trees fall out of the ocean.
Body Geek says, I just ordered several LED RGB floodlights on Prime. You can get them for about $11 each right now.
Cool.
Almacher Art says Barbie doll head mask sounds awesome.
If I can take up a picture, I will show it to you. I've made a lot of masks in my time. And on someone else's time. Guess it was my turn. Okay, so now this one can't see what I'm doing at all. I'm bad at this. Why do y'all keep watching me?
Some more of that rusted metal.
If I do it over there. Well, check those cans over there. Someone put them over there without going through them. It looks like. Be on the back porch where Stan was painting.
Let me go check. Bella, baby.
Oh my goodness. Frack, what are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you kindly. We just got a crazy super chat from Frack. That's so nice.
And zombie frat.
Yes.
Newbie pin girl. Hi, Amber.
Newbie pinup girl. That's right.
She needs to make a song request.
A song request for us to sing.
She says, I love when you guys sing.
She probably caught us butchering the Eurythmics. Because Stacy said, "Here comes the rain again." But she said, "Here comes the rain," and I
Sing.
jumped right into. Here comes the rain again.
Still piece of musical.
The beast musical.
Alas, we're out. Several empty cans.
That is something that we need.
Oh boy.
Add it to the list.
Alexa, add Rusty Metal Primer to our shopping list.
We need a musical theme. We were going to be
What's the
talking
middle
about that.
front?
We talked about doing this to at least.
Oh, yes.
We were going to do Still Piece of You. Like, was I involved?
You would have been.
Oh my gosh, you sent a super chat. Oh, Amber.
Yeah, she did. Very
What
nice.
did you guys say?
We eurythmics.
We did.
We re-eurythmics.
Eurythmics.
You see? Clever, huh?
Ah.
Ah! Oh, oh, oh.
Uh-huh.
Now she's going to take it away because she hates it with the French accent. That's not part of the deal. I've opened the deal. Pray that I'll open it further.
Lewis McLaren says they made a good score today at Lowe's on their Oops paint.
Is that a French Darth Vader?
Oh, 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 I'm your father. It is not 10 o'clock yet, Cheney.
He's like, sir.
He yells at me when it's 10 o'clock. He's like, time to go. Hey, Stan, can I beg you to hand me a black glue stick of the floppy variety, not the non-floppy variety? We did a night where we all talked in accent all night.
We did.
Except for me.
Yeah, Stan didn't.
Because I only know, like, my bad. That's all I know.
My understanding is, Stan, that you can cuss in Puerto Rico.
I can.
Right. So
I can. I know a lot of curse words from Puerto Rico.
that shouldn't get us banned in the States.
Everywhere else.
How's my hair? Yeah. Fabulous.
Okay, I love you, but I don't listen to hair problems.
Right, Stan does not listen to hair problem or domestic
Showing
disputes.
my new,
That's right.
new
I don't do either one of those things.
All right, Our Beauty, I'm just going to pour silicone into this. So it's not like it's going to be,
Evelyn got her food.
I just want to cool down.
Horror Beauty says, speaking of going, I have to get some rest. Night all. Good night, Horror Beauty.
Bye.
Happy creature making.
So we are restocked on paint. The paint kit
Great.
order is filled.
Is my wife happy?
Very happy.
Because you know that's what matters.
And all those are refilled, so we should be
Okay. Cheney, buddy, if you would get out of my way, I could probably get this mold done in the next time that I have.
help you boys.
Stan, could you grab me 2 measuring cups from there, 2 of the clear cups, and then 1 of the clear tubs with, one of those with writing on it, and then 2 clear cups from the left-hand side of that same shelf.
Resurrect costumes. I saw Stan wearing plastic bags on his feet. Oh dear, we made him tip over the edge.
That's right. If you didn't have any interesting socks.
Okay, here's the thing. I had a weird, cow experience this morning. So I was late getting out of my house. I did not get any of my work stuff right here. And these are my last pair of decent sandals. And I knew I would be working with paint all night. So I put bags on them so my last pair of good sandals don't go to waste. And my newest pair of blue jeans just became my newest pair of work.
I see. Just now? Today?
Just tonight.
Okay. Sorry, Jana.
The apron did nothing.
Well, the apron stopped at your knees. So
Right. So
yeah, you got some fun speckles on those.
yeah.
Surprise.
It did not. It did not.
1980 says, I'm late to the party. What are you holding up?
I am molding up 2 necklaces that I sculpted tonight. These are, it is a little Pazuzu and a little Carl Cleaver.
Alexa, add Flex Seal to my shopping list.
You know it's by weight, right?
Sure. It's just a recommendation.
Okay.
Let's see added.
Resurrect costume says Kleenex boxes of shoes and dead possums of wigs.
Yes, it's by weight, but note they also ship them to me in the same size bottle. Therefore, It's kind of by volume too.
Kind of.
Is that just A that I did just now?
Who's that?
Yeah, I said, sure.
Play back to C. That's why it's fun.
It's thicker doesn't mean it weighs more.
Okay.
Sure, this is a healthy weight for
It'll
silicone components.
be fine.
Fine, it's fine, it's
It'll be
fine. Do the thick one first. It's going to take longer to get out. I'll do a little bit of this one first. Now I'll do this one. And then the secret is you don't clean out the A as much because it's going to drip faster. You just give it a few swabble those. There you go. Did I mix up? Oh, no, I think I got 2 perfect molds in this. Body geeks, is all of your internet in level hotspots? Okay, so this is a big amount, but I feel like I've mixed it pretty good. Remember, I put in A, B, and then more A. Let's pour this one first, because we care a little bit less about the Pazuzu. Because you don't care about us. Thunder roll, lightning strike.
Come here.
My love was cold,
On
sleepless night.
Storm goes on.
Thunder roll. Stacey knows that song.
I do know that song. Bobby Verichek says, "Do you know I have a brand new pair of roller skates?" Oh, well, you got a brand new. I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new.
I just got 3 new Thunder Brothers.
You do. You do have another buddy. That's for sure around here. Okay, so I was given a $2,000 vacuum pump today.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see you're loving it for degassing it. So.
And well, should.
Poor baby.
Oh my God, where's the dog? Where's the kid?
She was right here with us.
Just trying to put her head through the dog.
Stan has thunder buddied her up.
Doyle is in here.
Yeah, I bet he was outside. Alexa, stop.
He's up on the mold.
Body Geek says, "Yeah, because I travel everywhere at a moment's notice and I transfer very large data files for clients. Plus, I have this YouTube addiction."
I see.
Okay.
Okay, so I just made a mistake.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
I have enough silicone for another sculpture. So I'm going to sculpt something real quick.
How fast does it take?
You have max 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes.
Of hot light or cure time?
Hot light. Your time is 3 hours.
Yeah. So overnight, you know what? This is actually pretty warm, so it won't. It'll be less.
You won't make it.
It'll be way less. But it also doesn't have to be like a super awesome sculpt.
Alexa, count down 15 minutes.
Hey, you know what we could use?
15 minutes. Starting now.
And that's going to
Use,
kick faster because it's still in that bucket in a big chunk.
Yeah.
We could use some Krampus horns. We could use some little Krampus horns and
I'm not set up for that. That would take longer.
chain or something like that.
Tina, that's a great idea, and I think that's what I'll do.
Zombie snail, yes.
I already have a lot of like Celtic stuff. I have a lot of stuff for witches. Zombie snail. Oh. Hello, Jamie.
Tia Kusiak says, "Woo, I'll be buying one of those too."
Chain. Come here, dude.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
9:57.
He's like, hey, it's time to go.
You got the pocket watch. He's hiding it. Mind you, they don't like 8 o'clock. Get their truth.
Yeah.
Start acting food.
Zombie snail shell.
Where's your tube at? Or were you just doing that together?
I'm doing this together.
So, drop it in.
Probably about this big around.
That big.
Maybe better. Yeah, shrimp's a little detailed. A cleaver's not a bad idea. But I'm on zombie snail. Like I'm here.
Committed.
Okay. Good. Well, people are watching.
Carl cleavers are a good idea. I feel like there are other vendors who sell tiny cleavers. He's telling you it's 10 o'clock. It seems like it's 10 o'clock. You're supposed to be in the house. The other one is on. This one's on.
Jamie, when you get up, will you turn that silk around blanket for a moment? I swapped out the eggs and then
Three, ah, 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 three, three. Yeah, zombie said.
Alexa, add glossy wood tone spray paint to my shopping list.
Glossy wood tone spray paint added.
Yeah, clear out your end there. Yeah.
Bobby Veritek says, so will the resin stick to the cardboard?
Not well. Yes, a little, but not really. And it's cardboard, so it's just going to come apart.
Edson Juice says, good evening, y'all. Alan, did you ever find a home for the stickers I sent you?
Yes. Shop bridge.
Sure.
Been 15 minutes, and my sculptures are done. Put a texture on the snail wheel. You have to make that tag. It'll be back with you like this. Another thing that Edson sent me was he 3D printed the Sculpting Studios logo in reverse so that we can stamp it into masks.
What? That's cool.
So the first piece that will get that is the very next thing that I sculpt.
That's awesome.
Right. But I kind of oddly encourage. Okay, you got me round. Stand strap, pull the phone cam. Don't touch any of the buttons on the phone. Pull the phone cam off of the tripod. Yeah. I might have touched the button. Didn't do anything. And unplug the phone. So that's one that we can just shoot down in here and show them this stuff.
That's the juice. Woo! And yay.
Trying to figure out what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah, what's funny is it's not like centered or leaving part of the phone screen, so you can't see it away. But I swear that's a zombie snail. That's what zombie snails look like. Alice World, part of time, excellent. Oh, Bixby, no one likes you. Ah. And tip. Yes. Okay. I feel barely got thicker.
Only a little chunk.
I love it.
Resurrect Costume says, "Oh my God, your glasses are filthy."
Does it bother you that my glasses are filthy? I'm the kind of person who just wears dirtier glasses all the time. We'll just have some healthy molds this go around. Self-leveling.
Da, 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 da.
3 hours? Yeah, tomorrow morning. Okay. And it's 10:08.
Yep.
Not too shabby, considering I had to do one of these. All right. Hey, wife. You want to say goodnight to people? Turn around and say goodnight. That Doyle. Can they see Shannon?
She's wandered off again.
Hit phone cam.
Yeah.
Put the phone cam button.
There you are.
Oh,
That needy.
And then Shannon said goodnight. And then Stan will say goodnight.
good night, everybody.
Stacy,
Good night.
are you going to the button?
I am.
You're so good. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. And one more time, check out my super filthy glasses. They're awesome. And go make stuff.
All right, stop.